Oh my god. Hi, girlies.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Bria.
How's it going?
It's going.
It's going?
It's going. My edible hasn't hit yet.
Uh-oh. Me and Jenny did 2 separate high experiences today, so this will be very interesting. I smoked a joint, and she took an edible.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you took it like 20 minutes ago?
Probably like 10.
Okay. So it's probably not going to hit for a while.
It might hit in a second.
Is
It's the social gummy from Camino?
Camino?
Camino.
Usually gummies take a while to hit, though.
Those are fast acting, I feel
they
like.
are?
Well, it's 2 milligrams of CBD and 2 milligrams of THC and 6 of CBD. And
oh my God, that is so low.
It's so low, but I'm such a baby. That's why it's called a social gummy.
Jenny is trying to play us for a goddamn fool right now.
Listen.
She's not a real high girl.
Oh my God. It's literally it's the prickly pear social sativa.
Okay, for sure. We're actually trying to record 3 episodes today, so I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, we're going to record, we're going to batch because we're smart business ladies.
Facts.
But this is our first time recording multiple episodes in one day, so I don't know how we're going to
We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, we're going to maybe have to re-up our...
Definitely. Highness. But should we talk about why we wanted to start this podcast and how we got the idea for it?
Yes. So Jenny and I were at Schwartz and Sandy's. It's iconic. And Jenny has been bugging me to start a podcast. You've been wanting to start a podcast probably for 4 years.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah. Well, I also feel like we have really good banter.
Yeah, good banter.
Good banter, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I also feel like we have different opinions on things, but we don't argue about things. So it's a very special...
That's true.
...dialogue relationship that we have. I cherish it very much. And it really wasn't until we were putting makeup on in your old apartment when we were...
This was 4 apartments ago.
Well, no, was it?
That was my first apartment after college.
Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah.
It was the second one.
No, because the apartment that I lived in my senior year, I was still in my senior year when I started at Fullscreen.
She's a bad bee.
I'm a bad bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Jenny wants to start a podcast. I am hesitant to start a podcast because I'm what the fuck are we going to talk about? Everybody who starts a podcast does it because they're well, me and my friend are just so funny together. Everyone is going to love this. And it's that didn't need to be a podcast, So we were trying to think of things to set us apart. And one of our major things that we have in common is that we are both high girlies.
Yeah. And you put me on the spot at Schwartz and Sandy's. You're okay, what are we going to call it? And I was 1, 2, 3, Hi Girlies. And you were how do you spell it? And I was HIGH Girlies. And you were done.
That was the moment where I was we're doing this. We're doing this. We had a plan. And we were talking more about the ethos of the podcast and why we want to start it. And the truth is that we are trying to destigmatize weed. We're trying to make you see, having an edible after work the same way you see drinking a glass of wine at dinner. Yes. It's the same vibe. Not everybody wants to drink, and that's okay. And not everyone wants to smoke, and that's okay. We all just have our things.
Yeah. And I think we're both on the same page that you don't have to go hide in private to have a joint or, any type of marijuana. And honestly, I feel better when I'm on it. I feel more fun, but afterwards, I don't have that headache.
Yes, that's the thing too. The older you get, the more you are easily affected by alcohol in a bad way.
Yeah. So I feel it's not fair for folks like us who just want to have a little bit of fun and have a little bit of marijuana.
Get lit.
I want to get lit, but I don't need to drink a whole glass of wine. Also, so much sugar and so
that's why you get such a bad feeling because it's the sugar overload.
So this is why we're starting this podcast. So get high with us.
Yes, we hope that you are lighting it up and just giggling with your girlies, because that's what this is all about.
Highly blessed.
Highly favored.
Amen.
I love it. You know what? We should start every episode with a prayer. Like that. That kind of thing. A little,
What's
Christian
another prayer?
moment.
Oh my God. What's another prayer? I literally don't know any except in Hebrew.
Good gravy, good meat, good God, let's eat.
That's not a prayer.
It's a prayer.
That's like a phrase.
No, that's a prayer. That's how
In
you
the
bless
Bible.
the food before.
In the Bible?
We don't go by what's in the Bible. You make up your own prayers based on your vibe. It's a very individual experience in the Baptist church. Like, you make up your own prayers. We're not reciting the same thing. God likes me for my voice.
Okay.
And he likes you for yours. And you should speak in your own voice. That's how I always felt about it.
If you couldn't figure this out, Bria was raised Baptist, and I was raised Jewish.
Right. So that is very different.
It's very different.
You guys, you don't, sit down at night and you're like, dear God, please, blah, 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 blah. And then, you're my homie. Amen.
Well, not Reformed Jews. So, there's Reformed Jews who are, not that religious / minimally traditional, and then the Orthodox. So there are prayers to bless the food, but it's not like good gravy, good God, let's eat. It's like there's a prayer for the bread, there's a prayer for the wine. Yeah. It's not just made up or rhymey.
Oh my God, it's always rhymey. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yes.
That's not real.
If I should die before I wake, I pray to the Lord my soul to take.
See, this is why the Christians rule the world, because it's so
catchy as
catchy.
Fuck.
It's the marketing behind it is
the Christian marketing. It really is better than any other religion. Y'all aren't marketing yourselves.
We don't want to.
You really don't.
No.
You're not trying to bring people in. The whole point of Christianity is you're trying to convert everybody.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you guys are like,
we're good.
No.
If you want to come, it's nice, but you don't have to.
No, if you want to come, it's nice, and it's not going to be easy. If you want to convert to being Christian, you show up to the church, and they say every single Sunday, okay, if you want to accept God into your life, come up. And then you just walk up, and the pastor prays over you real quick, and then you're in.
That's it?
Yeah. I could literally
you don't
walk
have to get
walk
baptized.
To the, you can, but you don't have to. It just has to be. You just have to have the intention.
This made me think of my cracker story from when I had to go to mass. Did I tell you about this?
I think so, but tell it again. I don't remember it.
So when I've never gone to church ever in my life, except for when I went with Nico, my fiance, to mass.
And see, Catholic church is also very different.
Oh, okay. So, and they have all the rules too, but I also think it's funny. The rules update.
I know.
Why?
It's new Catholic rules just dropped. Because the pop is, the pop.
He's popping. The pop is popping.
The Pope is in the Vatican, and he is... The Pope is in the Vatican. He's just coming up with shit. Every time there's a new Pope, the new Pope is like, they said that we shouldn't drink coffee, but I really like coffee, so I'm going to change that.
I like this Pope.
I've heard he's very progressive.
He seems pretty chill. I mean, he's also from South America, so I think that's he has a more relaxed demeanor.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought that the Pope had to be Italian.
No.
Oh.
No, they just have to be
okay.
A bishop before. Don't quote me here. Do not quote me here.
This is the blind leading the blind.
The blind
right now.
is leading
we
the blind.
We don't know anything
I'm just
about
picking
other...
up when I've gotten over 10 years of a relationship with a Italian Catholic human. Okay, so we went to mass for his cousin's wedding, and I didn't eat anything before the mass because I thought there was going to be food there. because
Is there food in synagogues?
yes. So you can, yeah, not always, but like usually, like when you would go to a bat mitzvah or a bar mitzvah, like afterwards, or even sometimes like before, there will be challah and wine. For kids, it's like manischewitz, which is like juice. Or it's like really, really, really sugary wine, so it doesn't really do anything to you. And you will bless the bread and bless the wine, then you'll eat it. Usually it's afterwards. So like I'm looking forward to this. So
It's like a social hour, basically, after where you guys hang out, eat.
Yeah. There's that. And then, well, sometimes it's in between too. Because then afterwards, the social hour is like bagels and schmear. And
Oh, wow. Okay.
we like to eat.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of eating involved.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, back to Mass. So first of all, I thought it's hilarious that he was like, man, I haven't brushed up on like my Mass 101, because all the rules that he had learned when he was going to Catholic school, like when you sit up, when you sit down, when you kneel, all of it had like changed, or like what you say changes. And then comes the cracker. And then
the body of Christ.
Right. And then I was like, okay, great. I get to like have a snack now, because that's what I'm used to. And
you're like, ooh, and they have some peanut butter Ritz up there?
Exactly.
Like, what's going on?
And as I'm getting up, he pushes me back down. And not like pushes me, but just like puts his hand over me. And I was like, excuse you. He was like, you can't go up there. And I was like, why not? It's snack time. And he was like, no, it's not fucking snack time. This is like the blessing from the priest, priest. And I was like, that's rude. I can't get a blessing from the priest. He was like, you're not baptized. And you have...
See, the Catholics are really intense about the baptism part.
And he was like, it's not really a snack.
It's not. It's awful. It's not good.
Like,
it's the most flavorless cracker. You know those like flat, flavorless crackers?
A matzah?
It's worse than that.
Wow,
it's
pretty
worse
bad.
than that. Like matzo is like actually kind of good.
Yeah,
but like this is like there's nothing.
Yeah, so he got upset with me that I was like low key fighting with him about this, and at his cousin's Mass, his parents are looking at us like, "What are you doing?" Anyway.
Wow, I love that. Well, speaking of Mass, speaking of the Catholic Church, there's been a lot of people who needed to be forgiven for a lot of sins.
So what's really going on, Bria?
What's really going on is that people are being canceled left and right ever since, I would say, who was like the first cancellation? Like Paula Deen?
Paula Deen, yep. I'm trying to think if there's anyone before Paula Deen. I feel like there was like a comedian.
Like the Dixie Chicks? They got canceled for like not supporting the war.
That was a weird cancellation though, because I feel like their audience, their built-in audience was like, oh, you don't support the war under George Bush when we went to fight Afghanistan and Iraq. And everybody, like, I feel like in the liberal camps were like, yeah, we don't support the war.
Oh, okay, so people agreed with them. I don't actually remember that. I think I was a little kid.
Yeah, but I think majority of their fans canceled them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that was before Paula Deen.
That definitely was before Paula Deen.
Oh, Sinead O'Connor, the one who like ripped up the picture of the Pope on SNL. That was like in the 90s.
Yeah, Mm-hmm.
So that was early.
I don't remember that, but yes.
I don't remember it, but I watched a lot of VH1 growing up, and that was like a moment.
Well, the first like really canceled person was Monica Lewinsky.
True. Oh my God, she did get canceled. And her cancellation was actually not really her fault.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, did you watch the show?
No.
I'm so glad I watched the American Horror Story show about her story, because we were so young when it happened. I think
I don't even.
You
I might
were
have been
born
2 or 1. When was it? 96?
I think it was like 99.
Oh, 99?
But I think it was like 98.
They started their relationship in 1995, and it ended in 1997.
99,
The
2000?
scandal first broke on January 17th, 1998.
Because then they, what's it called? They voted to, like, impeach him because of it.
Right.
Which is crazy.
That is
to
crazy.
think about when all of this Trump stuff is going on and people were trying to impeach him. Not because of the relationship, but because of the relationship, because they tried to say that he lied.
Yeah.
As a, like, on the stand or as a president, but my God, I feel so bad for her. Like,
I know, that was fucked up.
She was like 23.
I cannot even imagine you're in your early 20s, you get this amazing internship at the fucking White House.
Yeah.
Like, that is epic. For Slick Willie, no less. Like, that is so iconic. And then you show up and he kind of like starts taking advantage of you a little bit. And you're like, oh my God, wait, this is like the literal fucking president and I'm the intern. This is wild. And then you get exposed and everyone like hates you.
Yeah.
Like, everybody hated him too, but they really came for her.
I mean, her life changed fully.
Yeah.
Fully. And yeah, I feel like as a kid, you just saw like stuff on the news about it and you're like, yeah, what? She's a like SLUT.
That's always how it was, like in the early 2000s, 90s, and before, even like before we were born. It's always like blame the woman. The woman's the whore, the woman's the home wrecker.
And I also remember people like talking about her weight and like,
yes,
why would the president cheat on his wife with her?
Yes.
You know, like she's not some blonde, skinny, like model looking girl. She is like a somewhat curvy, like brown haired Jewish girl from Los Angeles.
Honestly, though, if Monica Lewinsky as a White House intern at 23 was today, she would be a serve.
Oh, she'd be an influencer.
Yeah, everyone would be like, oh my God, she is so hot. Like, I want her body. I want to look like her. Like
embrace your curves.
Yes.
Like, yes, girl.
She would have a YouTube channel.
But
period.
then think about, she's having an affair with Biden.
That's sick.
Who's the president?
That is so
like
sick.
Obama, like, okay, work. That's like scandalous, but like
besides
Biden?
Obama, let's say besides Obama, Clinton,
Bush,
and Biden. No, we're leaving Bush in.
Oh, we're leaving Bush in. Okay.
Which president would you like to be an intern for and have an affair with, if you could pick? Any president in history besides those.
Besides Obama and Biden?
And Clinton.
Okay. Any president I would want to have an internship for?
No, that you would want to have an affair with.
Oh, an affair with. Okay.
Like,
oh my
oops.
God.
Like you
Robert
get the
or JFK.
Oh, that's a good one. Damn. Okay, wait. Besides him, I forgot. I was trying to take out all the ones who are recent and who are attractive. Like, obviously, everyone would say Obama. So he's out. You know, honestly,
who would you say? I have to think about this one for a second.
There's a really hot one from the early days. Lincoln, maybe.
I knew your ass was gonna say Lincoln.
I love tall. I love, little slim.
I almost asked you, Lincoln.
Lincoln is my type, honestly.
Your type is Slenderman. It's so fucking funny. It's almost like you're into your boy self.
Wait.
That's some Scorpio ass energy if I've ever heard of it.
That is so real. My type is Slenderman.
You and Will should go as Slenderman for Halloween next year. Together. You're the Slenderman couple.
Oh my God. My type has always been Slenderman.
Yeah.
Always.
But even before, what's his name? Well, yeah. I know his name.
Like, even like my celebrity crushes growing up were Slenderman.
Like who?
Like, I liked the guys who were like in the emo bands and stuff. Like Brendan Urie.
This is the difference between you and I, once again, is like my type. Like, I never wanted to like feel like I was going to break the person I was with physically.
Ooh, okay. Conversely, I feel like a lot of women in general want a guy who's like bigger than them, who can like pick them up and like make them feel small and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, for sure I feel that way, especially because I was always like taller than most
you
people
are
in my
tall.
grade. Yeah, like I'm 5'8". Wait, you're 5'8" too, aren't you?
I'm 5'6".
Really? It's
Yeah.
that slender body.
I'm a slender
woman. I could have thought you were 5'9", honestly.
I definitely have shown up to, like, I showed up to a modeling job with all the girls. They were like 5'10", 5'11". We were all the same height. I was like, are y'all literally lying about your height? And they're like, yeah.
Oh my God.
It's easy to lie.
Yeah. So,
but to that point, I do feel like someone like Taylor Swift would probably relate to you because she's really tall too. And so now she's with Travis Kelce, and it's like the first guy who's like bigger than her and like can make her feel small.
Is it the first guy that's bigger than her? Yeah, I guess, huh?
I don't know everybody. John Mayer is pretty big.
Yeah, and I was gonna say Jake Gyllenhaal, maybe.
Is he?
I don't know if he's
tall?
Taller, but he's bulky. Like he is bulky. He's a thick guy when he wants to be, you know.
I did like him. He was a celebrity crush I had as a kid. Him in The Day After Tomorrow.
Makes sense. That black hair.
Frankly, like him in Nightcrawler. Have you seen it?
Yes.
He's like disturbed.
I like worked with people who were that when I worked at ABC.
We should do a whole episode on that.
Yeah.
I would love to hear. They did a Netflix show called Shot in the Dark. Did you watch it? Oh my God. I love that show. I kept waiting for the second season to come back and it never came.
No.
But I am fascinated by those people that just like chase down car accidents and robberies and stuff, and they just film it for the news.
It's crazy. And they make so much money.
Oh, I'm sure.
But it is so dangerous. And then on the inside, you're like bargaining them between one another. Like, okay, like what clip can I get for the cheapest rate? You know?
Right, because they all show up to the same scenes.
Yeah. But also, it's hilarious because every time it rains, they just film the rain falling at night, and we always buy it. Because rain is like
do that.
News. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Side hustle.
Yeah. We could get into all of that. But yes, Travis Kelce is definitely like the most like true Americana, like buff football player man that she's been with. And honestly, like Miss Americana, like I think everyone is voting for him to be Taylor's husband.
Who else was Taylor Swift with? I've never really been a Swiftie, but I would say if I had to like root for her to be happy with someone, it would be Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know who else.
I think I know everyone she's been with.
Everyone else has kind of been a dick.
Yeah, I mean, she was with Nick Jonas. Dick. Or no, she was with Joe Jonas.
Oh, well.
Harry Styles.
Taylor Lautner.
John Mayer. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, yeah.
He seems like a good guy.
He would probably be the one I'd vote for out of all of them if it wasn't for Travis Kelce. Like, I can't even remember the last one before 1979 guy.
Oh, Matty Healy, who I was thinking of.
Joe.
He was like British, right?
Yeah, he is an actor. Like, none of them, I think, this is why I think people are really excited about Travis Kelce. Mm-hmm. If I think about all those guys, maybe Joe Jonas in his Jonas era or like Harry Styles, maybe. None of them like look good with her. Like I don't see them as like a forever couple.
Yeah.
But like and maybe this is going back to like the like petite woman wanting to be with like a big guy. But like it's not even that. Like Travis Kelce just has the best personality out of those people. What?
I don't know what's up with him. I haven't really been like I'm not seeking out Travis Kelce content. I just hear him speak and like see him on TikTok or an ad or something like that. He kind of takes on a bit of a black scent sometimes.
Oh.
Have you noticed that? He'll be like, man, I don't know. Like, here's the thing. I'm looking for a woman who does this. And you're like, where did that come from?
Ooh. His brother definitely doesn't do that. So you're probably right.
Just like keep an eye, like listen for it now. Listen for it now that you know.
I think what the hard thing is like sports players because they've been, I don't know. I feel like
I get what you're saying.
I don't hear it with sports players because I feel like they think they're, they are cool, but like they're part of the culture. I don't know.
I think it's because they're around so many more black men than
For
normal white.
their whole lives, probably. Yeah.
So they're probably just like picking up on that way of speaking and like think that it sounds cool, and so they just like adopt it.
You know what? It doesn't shock me though, because like I think his last girlfriend, she is black, and I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes, before Taylor Swift.
We rocking with Mark. Mark's rocking with us.
Mark? Who's Mark?
It's a TikTok sound.
Oh no.
Like it's when there's one white person. It's like you. Like I would say we're rocking with Mark because Mark's rocking with us because you love black people so much.
I love everybody.
Yeah, but you.
That's funny that it's like we're rocking with Mark because Mark Levine, my father, he's rocking with us. Yeah,
he's rocking with us.
He is rocking with. My God, yeah, that's a man who he loves all women, or did. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mark.
Yeah,
Mark's got a little swagger.
Oh yeah,
he's great.
He's swaggy. Yeah, but yeah, same. I've been with the rainbow.
Ooh.
Oh.
Anyway. Back to Travis Kelce. I'm surprised. Maybe people have been talking about his black scent. Maybe they haven't. But the thing that I've been seeing people talk about on Reddit lately are his old tweets. His old fatphobic tweets. Let me pull them up.
What Reddit page are you on that you're seeing this if you're not a Swiftie?
Faux moi.
Oh,
it's the Du Moi subreddit.
Yeah. Why is it faux moi?
Because they parted ways with Du Moi. They like disagreed with her on something. They had a falling out, and so they changed the name. Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't know about these tweets, but you were saying it happened like in 2010. So he would have been...
They're 13 years old.
He would have been 20 years old when he tweeted this. So just like put that in perspective. For a man, 20-year-old, an athlete playing D1 football. I don't know. Let me see where he went to college, because this will also be very telling.
He tweeted, "As a man, you have something wrong with you if you're going for girls that weigh more than you."
That is just.
He also used the R slur.
Well, what was the other one? I think the other one is where he played for University of Cincinnati.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I feel like if you want to be a cheerleader, you have to pass a beauty test. There's too many ugly cheerleaders out here. SMH.
Okay, wait. That one? Go ahead.
No, I'm going to move on to another
I was going to say, that one might be a dig. Like, if he dated someone who was a cheerleader in college.
That sounded like a subtweet.
That's a subtweet right there.
For sure.
So
this one is very direct.
Okay.
Damn, the Clippers girls gotta be the shitty girls that don't make the Lakers girls team, because they all was ugly. And then he followed up a month later with, I gotta get out of here. It's too weak. I'm getting attacked by ugly girls. That one was a drag. That was a major drag.
This type of like hostility towards curvier women, plus size, whatever you want to say. It's giving like he was chunky as a child, might not have been really good at sports. I could be totally wrong, but it's giving that energy of like, I was made fun of as a kid.
For sure.
And now I had a glow up, and I'm going to drag all the women down with me.
Yes. That is so true. It's always the people who are like, I was in the group that I'm hating on, but I got out of it. And so now I'm going to just perpetuate that problem.
Yeah. And I would love to know, Travis Kelce, like what you think about women now, because I feel like he has said like he would want to date like Kim Kardashian before all of this. So like, what kind of woman are you into, sir?
Interesting. He's also getting partially canceled because his tweets, he has several tweets where he spelled Chipotle like Chipotle.
Oh.
That is problematic as well.
Oh my God. See,
Get it right.
I don't think he's really canceled. I don't think see, I think after the pandemic or during the pandemic, when people were getting canceled so much that we were like in the cancel culture after like, R. Kelly being canceled, Bill Cosby being canceled, like all these people being like for real canceled. And then everyone after that was like also getting canceled, but it's like it's not even.
Right.
Like
yeah.
canceling someone, like we canceled someone who is like more of like a micro / somewhat big of an influencer for having a lot of like N-word tweets.
But we also didn't really like him anyway.
We didn't like him anyway, so it was a really great reason to like go after him.
We had personal beef.
But he's probably not canceled anymore.
No.
And, it is what it is.
I think when you get canceled for saying problematic things, it is so much easier to get uncanceled.
For sure.
If you're a sexual harasser, like, no, that's like you're doing actions to someone else.
Morgan Wallen is a great example of that. Someone who like almost couldn't get canceled because do you know what happened?
He's not canceled.
He's better than ever. Like,
I see so many of the girlies on Instagram being like, at the Morgan Wallen show. Bitch, like, if you tried to post a black square on your Instagram back in 2020 and now you're at Morgan Wallen,
ooh,
you're a fake ass bitch.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Because I got in a little bit of a tissy with someone. They were very excited about Morgan Wallen. And this is like 2 years ago. I want to say this is like 2021 for sure.
Yeah, 2021, I think.
So he said the N-word drunk, but still, I don't care.
If they do it
blackout.
drunk, yeah.
Yeah, like
they do it
it's
sober.
in your heart, I believe. It was like maybe a couple months after they were talking about how excited they were for his new music, da-da-da-da. And I was like, are you guys serious? And they were like, what? And I was just like, how can you be a fan of his? Like, how can you be a fan of his? And not only because of that, too, but like he totally disregarded any rules for COVID.
That's so true.
And it's like really selfish, honestly. Like you're going on national television in a week and you go publicly party at a university in the South. Like, I understand you're young. You're at the...
How old is he? Do you know?
Look it up. But like, this is when he's starting to rise to fame. And so I get it. Like, you want to party, you want to have fun, but like...
Well, you also want to strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, but like, be smart about it. You're literally about to go on national television.
This man is older than me. He is 30. Why did I think he was like 24?
Oh. But anyway, so these people got mad at me that I was getting mad at them for being fans of his. And I was like, man, this guy just like, he not only did not get canceled, his music skyrocketed right when that happened, which is crazy. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
But he's also in the country music community. And I feel like the country music community is the type to excuse racism more. You kneel for the flag, you're done. You're racist, you can come back from that.
Yeah. But I think a lot of people, like DaBaby is another one where, time and time again, he has said problematic stuff towards like the LGBTQ plus community.
Which, are you thinking what I'm thinking in that regard? I think he might be straight with an 8.
Oh.
Have we considered that?
Wait. Okay.
Trade.
So, speaking of in that realm, because this is something that's never gotten like fully confirmed. So this is back in like 2014, 2015. I remember my friend was like, oh my God. And we were living together at the time. Come into her room. She was like, look at this article. And it was like rumored that Tyga was cheating on Kylie Jenner at the time with, I don't know how they identified, but it was like a female presenting person that had an appendage.
Why did you say it like that? He was a trans woman?
Well, yes. I don't know if
You don't know if she's trans.
I don't know if she's trans.
Okay.
I just know that she was female presenting and had an outward appendage.
Right.
And I remember that being like all over Twitter, and then no one said anything. And I feel like that's the Kardashians coming in and just squashing that. Yep. But I would love to know if that was true. And I feel like there's a lot of that happens.
Oh my God. Hank Basket? Kendra Wilkinson from The Girls Next Door?
Oh.
Her husband ended up having an affair with a trans woman. And it was like a big scandal because this was 10 years ago or something.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
it was on her show.
Oh my God.
It was on the reality show, Kendra on
Wait,
Top.
what did they do on the show?
I don't know. I didn't watch it at the time, but I saw a clip recently where he was like coming back in the house for the first time since the news broke, and she was like, "Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here." And like pushing him away, and he's like, "Seriously? You're really going to believe that?" And it was literally like irrefutable evidence. Like,
what was it?
I think it was messages, and that the trans woman had told Kendra, like given Kendra a bunch of information that she would have no way of knowing unless they had had the affair. But that was a major scandal. So I feel like any celebrity man, especially a black man or a man of color in general, because I feel like there's a need to be like seen as masculine and like a real man or whatever, wouldn't want it to be known that they're in the LGBT community or that they date trans women or anything like that.
Oh, for sure.
They're hiding that shit.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think that Travis Kelce is going to get canceled. I don't even know if he's like really canceled. And
he's only canceled with the people who don't like him anyway.
It's just like people trying to find a reason to cancel him. And I think that like there's a lot of that now. And so it's also kind of sad is like cancel culture has like almost done a disservice and like pointing out who the really truly like ugly, awful, disgusting humans are of the world.
Yes. Because let's be real here. Anybody who ever wants to cancel someone else, you have done something that you could be canceled for.
Everybody.
Everyone has done things. I do things every week that I could be canceled for. Probably. Because like the cancellation is so easy. Like,
oh man,
people will cancel you.
I want to ask you, but
like
I don't
for example, if you post a dish for dinner that's like a salmon dish and someone sees it and they're vegan, they will cancel you. Like you could get canceled by the vegans for that. I'm just saying
crazy.
It happens,
really,
especially on TikTok.
Let me get some water.
Especially on TikTok, it is very easy to get canceled on there.
Yeah, I posted I went to Maui. I came back from Maui like 4 or 3 days before the fires happened.
Oh, wow.
And I had posted a recap of my vacation when I left. So the fires hadn't happened yet. Mm-hmm. But then it picked up traction and people were like, how dare you for doing that? I also had like commented on the TikTok being like, I feel so awful for what has happened. I was literally in Lahaina like 2 or 4 days before this happened. Like my heart goes out to all these people. I know people who have lost their homes. Like, I put up a fundraiser on my Instagram and people were commenting and being like furious with me about it.
This is my point. Like, even I'm not talking about cancelable offenses like saying something racist or saying something like body shaming someone or anything like that. I'm talking about simple things like that people misunderstand and then you are canceled. That is the kind of stuff like everybody does that very often. There's something like there's always going to be something. So I think we just need to save the canceling for the people who really deserve it. Like I've become a little bit more lenient with my cancellations lately.
I have always said that I think if you say something ignorantly, that you can redeem yourself from that.
I think so too.
You can come back from that. And I think you've learned that.
I didn't used to think that.
Yeah.
But I have learned it.
Yeah. But I think if you do something physically horrible to someone, like raping them, sexual assault, physically harming them, like, you know,
blackmailing them with their nudes.
Yeah. Well, because that's like still hurt. Like,
that's
you're
like
hurting
IRL.
them.
Like, yeah, hurt.
I feel like you should not get uncanceled for doing that.
Yes, because that is deep in your soul. If you physically act on something like that, like, something is not right. You seek help. Seek therapy.
Yeah.
Who is someone, to like close out the conversation, who they might be problematic, but they will never be canceled truly in your eyes for you?
I mean, the first one that comes to mind is Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
Like, for me, because he's kind of canceled right now with everything with Britney's book, which we should definitely talk about in a later episode.
Stay tuned.
We will. Like, I still want them to do an NSYNC reunion tour, and I will forgive him if they do that. But I haven't seen it yet, so he's still canceled.
Okay, so he's not forgiven yet.
Not until the tour comes out.
And then you're going to Morgan Wallen the scenario
but,
in that case.
Maybe another one is Jay-Z for cheating on Beyonce. Like, never was canceled.
Yeah, that's true.
Literally.
I feel like a lot of internet people who have been canceled, I cannot cancel in my eyes. Like, I can't cancel Trisha Paytas. I
can.
Love that woman. She is so like bad. She's epic to me.
Why? Why is she so epic to you?
I don't know. I just think that she is so funny in such a smart way. And like, I've actually met her in a work capacity, and she's a very smart, like, clever person.
So you think it's like a Paris Hilton thing? Because you know how people used to say that?
Yeah. But Paris Hilton is like a fucking genius.
So like, you have think to be Trisha Paytas is a genius?
I'm saying Paris Hilton has to be smart to kind of lean into that persona and use it to her advantage for her career. And I think that Trisha Paytas leans into her dumb thing. But if you listen to the jokes that she's making, they're actually very clever and like smart. Like when she was on Frenemies and they were asking, it was like the thing where she had to name the thinnest layer of the earth or something. And she was like, the thinnest layer of the earth? And they're like, yeah. And she was like, oh, yay. Okay, good. I got a point. That takes some thinking to like make that joke on the spot. She can't be canceled. I feel the same way about Tana Mongeau. I cannot cancel that bitch.
Oh my God. I've met her.
I have too. And she's so nice.
She's smart too.
Oh yeah, she's very smart.
Very smart.
Yeah, so she's not canceled.
People think that she's way older than what she says. That they think she's like in her 30s.
Yeah, I don't think she's in her 30s at all. But I started following her like when she first made her YouTube channel, and I was like a teenager.
Wow.
So we go way back.
Why did you start following her then?
I was in a phase where I was watching a lot of like story time YouTubers, like who told crazy party stories and stuff like that. And that was what she was doing.
That was the time too.
No one was getting canceled during that time. That was the cancellation, I don't know,
the
break.
Golden era.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Epic.
Okay, well, speaking of entrepreneurs.
Oh, yes, go on.
I wanted to ask you if you had a high idea of the week.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's not really my idea. I'm stealing your idea.
Okay.
But Jenny came up with a idea that was hilarious. It is a dating app where you can select your match based on their stance on social issues and their cancelable offenses. So if you don't want any matches who have ever tweeted something racist before, you mark that on the app, and then it gives you your man. Yeah. Or if you wanted a man who like has posted about Black Lives Matter, you can check that box as well. Man. I love that idea.
Yeah.
Don't steal that.
Don't steal that, Mark Zuckerberg.
Honestly, he is listening.
He's
he's a high girly.
He's a pick me.
He is such a pick-me. Okay. Mark Zuckerberg is the pick-me of life.
Do you know that?
We could do a whole episode on that.
Oh my God. I got interviewed by Meta to manage his social media.
Yes.
Because that's my job, social media manager. I really wanted to like, because I could really sell it. Like if I really wanted that job, I probably could have.
Oh, easily.
But if I had to pick out of any of the high power tech CEOs to like manage their personality on social media, that is not my first pick.
Who's your first pick?
I mean, I think I would say, I don't know if Jack Dorsey counts.
Okay, he counts.
I may pick him because he's just so fun. But honestly, like having worked at Amazon before, like Jeff Bezos, even though he's doing a lot. He's doing the most.
He is doing the most.
Okay, so if you had to like F, marry, kill.
Oh, okay.
Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, or Elon Musk, what would you? Because then I'll tell you what.
Who was the first? Oh, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Oh God, I would kill Zuckerberg.
Okay.
I would fuck Elon, marry Jeff.
Wow. Okay.
Because Jeff has the most longevity in my eyes. Like, I want to get in there, no prenup.
No prenup.
Elon Musk, like, yes, but he's going to fuck himself over at some point.
See,
he already is.
I am with you on Mark Zuckerberg, and then I don't know. Like, Jeff Bezos gives me, like, zaddy vibes, so I might want to...
You are so sick. You are, like, sexually attracted to Jeff Bezos, and it is so weird. I feel like people who work at Amazon, y'all just want to fuck Jeff Bezos.
I don't work at Amazon anymore.
No. I'm just saying people in general.
I think... So, this is strategy. I think I would do that. And then Elon Musk I would marry. And knowing his track record, I'm getting paid.
Oh, true. But you have to have a kid.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, you want one. Okay.
Yeah, like Jeff Bezos, if you marry him, he's not going to have kids.
Yeah, that's why.
He's done.
That's another great reason.
Yeah.
Why.
So that makes sense.
Okay,
but
good.
the reason why I asked that is because that right there kind of shows you why I would want to probably manage
Jeff Bezos. Yeah.
Yeah, he has fun.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, this has been a great conversation about cancellation, which tech entrepreneurs we would fuck, and Monica Lewinsky. And Abraham Lincoln, or dare I say, Babraham Lincoln.
Oh, I never said my president.
You said JFK. Oh, who's your besides JFK?
Yeah. I was gonna throw a weird one out there, like Taft.
I don't even know what that fool looks like.
Look up.
Isn't he the one?
President Taft. And then I'll tell you.
Girl, no, I get it.
Let me see.
He is a fucking meatball.
He's a sausage.
He is a sausage.
And he is responsible for starting the 7th inning stretch at baseball games.
Oh.
Because he got up and stretched, literally. And then everyone was like, oh my God, the president is stretching. And they got up and stretched.
You're joking.
I swear to God.
Oh my God, that's
amazing. So I was
amazing.
like, you're iconic. Like,
wow. See, y'all are getting history facts in this podcast too.
Facts America.
We do it all. We should start a political podcast called Facts America. Okay, let's end it. Let's end this.
Okay. We are also going to give you a quote every episode. So today's quote.
Go on.
This is your quote.
Go on.
Okay. You can kill a revolutionary, but you can't kill the revolution. You can stop a canceled person, but you cannot stop the cancel culture.
Period. Think about that. Sit on that for a week, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, girlies.
Bye.